So let's advance a day. We got to do some re-signs. Re-signing players, there's a bunch of guys we already have listed on the lines. Those are guys we're going to try to re-sign. So one is being Marty Patras. He does want to re-sign. Let's enter negotiations. We only have to qualify him for 1.05 million. We're going to offer a new contract. He wants a 1-year contract for 4.675. We're going to end this conversation and we're going to qualify him and let somebody else offer him a contract, and maybe we'll match it. Honestly, that's not a bad price though. We're really thinking about it. Can we stretch that to 2 years? It's not a bad price, but then he also put up 35 points. We might have to offer him a lot more if we do 2 years. Do we get it to 3 years? 87 overall, top 6 medium. He's only 23. Let's wrap him up for a little bit. So it would be 5.3. We have 29 million in space. He would be a top 6 forward. Let's see if we can tone that down. See how far we can go before he starts to lose interest. Let's try 4.775. No clauses, because I guess we can't offer any. Offer that contract and see what he says. We qualified him nonetheless. Zaka needs a contract. Do we bring him back? He had a really good season in this system. I think we do. Let's see what it takes to get him aboard. Do we have to give him any promises? He wants 8.3 for 4 years. Full no movement clause. Let's have a conversation, see if we can get that number down. I'm gonna see if we can charm him and get that number down. He doesn't like getting charmed. 4 years. Let's negotiate. Minus 500k. Let's see if we can get it down. Okay. Gonna do a reduced modified no trade clause. I'm gonna do something like this: 16 16 12 12. I'm gonna negotiate. Let's see if we could tone it down even more. Honestly, we can. No trade clause. We already got the clauses in the contract. We could promise him something. Let's promise him. Actually, no, new topic. We're not gonna promise him anything right now. That's our final offer. 7.447 for Pavel Zacha for 4 years. I don't think that's a bad contract. Could actually get it down further, I think. Can we go 7 million on the dot? Let's see if he accepts it. He'll get back to us. Let's see if he accepts it. Maverick Bork, do we want to bring him back? Is a question. Oh, nope, not Zacha. So Maverick Bork, do we want to bring him back? He had 39 points. Not too bad. Two-way forward, so plays the style we need on that bottom line. Let's see what he needs for a contract. He does want to re-sign. See how much he wants. 2.4 if we get him for our RFA. So taking a look. Wants a 2-year deal. 4.882. I'm gonna end the conversation. Let's go ahead and qualify him and see what happens, because they'll have to give us a draft pick. If we want to qualify Kusnadinov, it's a 2.075. Let's offer him a contract and see what he wants. 4.675 for 1 year. We're gonna qualify him and see if somebody tries to grab him. Roslovic, let's see how much he wants. Now this is going to be interesting because right now we have him as the 4th line left wing. And he only wants 2.4. 2.4 for that fourth line left wing. What are other options? Teravainen is more of a top 6 guy. He was cheap. He would be good as a AHLer. You got Beecher. Denisenko, who's more of a top 6 guy as well. You got Lorentz, who could play left wing and a two-way forward. How much does he want? 1.5 million. See if we could turn that way down. No, he doesn't want that. All right, so let's hold on to that. I think we can get a better option there for that fourth line left wing. Let's see how much we could turn this down. We'll do a, he's not interested in that. Nah, he's not interested in it at all, so we'll hold on to that. How about Backlund? I think 1 year he wouldn't be bad. 37 points, two-way forward, could play center. How much does he want? 1.75. Can we get that down? For 2 years. How about we promise you won't move? He's not interested either. That's just way too much. We're definitely gonna do Sasha. Get him in. So they want a little bit of money to sign. Go with 900. All right. Teravainen we're not going to bring back, even if he's cheap, because he doesn't fit the bottom 6. Yeah, he's only 2 mil, but doesn't fit the bottom 6. Gauthier, Yankruk. Let's see what Yankruk wants. Yarncruk. A two-way for 900K. And actually go all the way down to 825. Absolutely, you can come back for that amount. Warner we want to bring back. Let's offer him a contract. We have him as part of the future. Perfect. We get him back. You want to trade Duchesne. Not gonna buy him out, but we want to trade him. Poulin. Right now we have Poulin on that first line left wing. Do we have anybody else that could kind of jump up to that first line left wing? Maybe Brett Harrison could go up to that first line center and move Merkulov to left wing. I'm definitely gonna offer him. Umtar. Well, I don't know if we're gonna offer him, honestly. Tufty, no. Ralston, we have plans for, so let's offer him a contract. Perfect. Milne, we have some plans for him as well. Offer him a contract. He signs. Jekko. This is the guy we just got in a trade. He's a right-handed forward. So that means we could move Ralston up to the second line and have the Jekko fill in. Where is Denisenko? Denisenko needs a contract. How much does he want? Because that's going to tell us if we're signing him. Okay, he only wants 800K, so we're going to definitely sign him. He's going to play that first line right wing. Gauthier could play right wing, but I think we're going to let him go so he doesn't interrupt the young guys that we're going to sign. Jackson Edwards, or Edward, I mean. 7th defenseman, medium. Let's offer a contract and see what he wants. Yeah, we'll do that. I think we just wasted a contract. Offer Walensky a contract? Absolutely not. Let's see, 900K. All right, 900K will do. We got Mast. We're probably not going to offer him a contract. He's definitely somebody we're just probably going to let go. Myronberg as well, 24 years old, definitely not worth it. Bobrovsky, we're definitely going to offer a contract. We gave him too much. 975K is way too much. Offer 800 to him. Lamb is going to play that fourth line right wing down in the AHL. We got Kaiser, who we're going to offer a contract, even though it was the AHL top 2D. Give him a chance. Gentz is definitely getting a contract. All right, what else do we get? Nobody else we're going to sign out of the young guys. We got Olas and Bussy. Well, no, only Olas, which we're gonna just let him go because we don't need to sign him. We're gonna see if we get a better backup goalie in free agency. Other than that, we got Patras back. We got Cody Glass already signed. Menton, Luterno, but Backlund, who we're not gonna sign right now. Kustadinov, we qualified. We gotta try to trade Duchesne. Let's see if we can do that while we're here. We still can't trade yet, so we gotta wait until free agency. And then we're gonna try to dump Duchesne somewhere. We'll even include a pick if we have to. Roslovic wants too much money at the moment. We'll see if we can get him cheaper in free agency. So that's gonna change that. Do this. Roslovic is going to become... Who's going to take over from Roslovic? Kustadinov, we're going to wait. We offered him. There's that. Same thing in the AHL. Who did we not offer? Poulin we didn't offer yet. We didn't offer Poulin yet. We got Denisenko. We got Merkulov, who we got re-signed. Lorentz is a question mark as well. If we're gonna re-sign him. I think Poulin wanted too much. Why didn't we offer Poulin? No, he didn't want that much. He's 26 though. Maybe that's why we kind of decided not to. What do you do in the AHL? Not too bad. Not too bad in the AHL. Power forward. You know what? Let's bring him back. Especially if we could get him for 800K. Perfect. That's the line we're not going to bring back. Not offering Tyson Yost at the moment. He's starting to regress a little bit. Right wingers. Entwistle. Not really interested. Gauthier. Not really interested at the moment. We just signed. We got Ralston and Dzeko. We got Jan Crook. We got Patras playing right wing. Bork. We still need a fourth line right wing. That's not going to be Ralston. That's not going to be Dzeko. Jan Crook maybe. That's why we offered him. Or he just goes down to the AHL and plays there. Nobody else we're going to offer. Defensively, we got Vilchinski. We are going to offer Brunet. See what he wants. That's perfect. A 2-year contract for 800K two-way. Absolutely. Dingle. Got to bring in Dingle. So Dingle's offered. Mast we're going to let walk. Myronberg we're letting walk as well. I think that's it for what we're going to re-sign. We'll see what everybody says. So Zacha rejects. So we got to offer something better for Zacha. Yankrook accepts. Harrison accepts. Patras accepts. That's huge. Poulin accepts. We don't have enough roster spots, so we got to make roster spots. Lamb accepts. Kaiser can't accept. Walensky can't accept. Neither can Dingle, Gentz, or Zgalov. So we got to move some contracts. We have 49 of 50. Who do we have to move? How many defensemen do we have signed right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 there. which is not a lot. Right wingers, got 1, 2, 3, 4. Got Bork, who's an RFA we're offering. Got 4 here. Guess we're centers where we have a ton of contracts. We don't even have that much. We got 2 contracts offered. How do we have 50? 1, 2, 3. Oh, in the system as well. No, because that's all combination. That's all here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got 10 offered there. Only 4 offered here. Where's... What happened to Zaka? Not a right winger. Not showing Zaka. Oh, because he's not... What am I saying? He's not signed. No shit. It's not going to show Zaka. He's not signed. So we got 4 there. 10 there. We got 5 there. So that's only 19. All right, let's do this. So let's get these RFAs that we're not offering. Release. Okay, our contract total's going down. Okay, perfect. Who else is not getting a contract? Right wingers. And Whistle's not getting a contract. Let's release him. Gauthier's not getting a contract. We'll release him. Walensky needs a contract. Let's offer him the contract again. Oh, no. We offered him way too much. Volchinsky, offer a contract. I'm gonna have to go ahead and save money here. Brzgalov. Offer him 825. Dingle. Kaiser. We're gonna hold off on Kaiser for a second, just to see if somebody else was re-signing first. Gonna get rid of Olas. Well, that opens up another contract slot. Usnadinov, we are already trying to get. Backlund, no. Gentz, yes. See if he signs. All right, that was the last one on the centers. Left wings, Zaka. Let's see if we can get him to come aboard. Gonna do a reduced. Gonna do 43%. So we tried to get him for 7 on the dot. Let's try 7.425. So we're trying to re-sign. Rosovic's, nobody else. Everybody else we got who we want. Right wingers. Only one left is Yarmison. Defenseman. We're good on defenseman as well. All right, so let's advance a day. We should be good now on the contracts. All right, we got to offer more to Zaka. Got Vilchinsky, Dingle, Gentz, Brzgalov. All right, so we got them. We're up to 48 contracts. So let's try to get Zaka one more time. He would be the last contract until we move Duchesne, and then we'll have a couple of slots. We'll still have 24 million to play with. Keep that in mind. 30%. Actually, let's tone it down to 17. Go 7.55. 7.6. We'll call it 7.6. Give him a day. I accept your offer. Perfect. So other than that, we're all set. We're not bringing back Arvinen, so we could release him. Tufty's not coming back. Let's release him. Vesalainen, we're not bringing back. We'll release him. Backlund and Yost not coming back. We'll see if we can get them in free agency. Kuntar, we're not bringing back. Defensively, Kaiser, we could bring in Kaiser. We could bring him in. Not really gonna pan out into anything, but we'll bring him in. Perfect. Now we can get to free agency. The first thing we're gonna try to do is trade away Duchesne for anything. Absolutely anything. Bag of pucks. Anything for Duchesne. Kalinin, Chadwick, Kalinin. Oh, we'll take Kalinin. Thank you. Get him off our team. And that also adds a contract to them. So let's sign free agents. Let's see what's out there. You got Rossi, who is a center. Not really going to fit what we need. You got Doughty. You got O'Connor, who can play left wing. Drew O'Connor. You got Vrana. You got Ovechkin. You got Ovi. Do we do it for the memes? 41-year-old Ovi. Wallstrom. Maverick Bork, who we already have a offer in on. See if there's... So we need a first line left wing. We need a fourth line left wing. Good on defense. We don't got Sosi anymore. There was another defenseman we have that sucks what it be. But we're all set at the right D position there. Any left-handed shots that we could bring in. Nothing in free agency. Let's go ahead and find a trade. I know we tried before, but let's see if those same players that were there last season are still there. Zegras is still on the block. Still don't want to trade me Zegras at all. He would be perfect for that first line. See what else is out there. Hopefully some new faces and hopefully some faces we could trade for. Let's try Niskanen again. Nothing. Miles Wood has always been a quote-unquote Bruin, in my opinion. I don't think he's top tier forward, but a left wing, right wing could play on that third line or a fourth line. How much is he making? Making 2.305. A second Brunet and Sandine. Not interested. All right, let's see what else is out there. We gotta find a top 6 left wing. Sucks that we found 2, but neither of them can get traded to us, or there's no trade for them to come to us. Brady Shea, Dougie Hamilton, Pesci, Sealer, Aho, Jenner, Eberle. This was years ago and he was decent, maybe. Man, there is nothing. There is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nikolai Ehlers. Maybe he's not bad. 6.75. A second or fourth in Brunet. Or the ghost of Ehlers. I don't know how good he is. That's the issue. We know by name Mark Scheifele is well right-handed. We might try for Ehlers just to see. Really wish we could get Zegras. Alright, so do we come back to Ehlers? Second and fourth in Brunet. First in Brunet. Sasha, Vilchinski, Glass and Brunet. Letourneau and Brunet. Glass is playing. Oh, Glass and Brunet is not a bad one because we don't even have a place for him. And he could play first line left wing. All right, let's see what we could do in free agency first. We really don't need much. See, our RFA is left-handed, and he's an RFA, so we don't want to go after him. Middlestat is not interested in re-signing. There's 4 teams interested in him already. O'Connor wants 1.5 million, 1.95. He's probably an RFA as well. No, he's 29. Yeah, there's nothing. Maybe Ovechkin, but he's not interested in coming here. Emberson says 86. We don't really need him. All right, so let's go into that trade. Let's go get Ehlers. I really wish they would just trade a Zegras. That would be perfect. Just double checking if there was somebody I missed that was like Ehlers, who's showing as a low overall, but probably better than what he is. Ross Colton. It would take Brunet. It's the one bad part in Cody Glass. You could put Cody Glass on that 4th line. Brodin and Poling. Brady Shea, as we already noticed. Palat. Andre Palat, who's 36 years old. Who's a 79? Donovan. Feller and Jeff Skinner. Aho and Brody. Jenner, as we know, way too much money. Jordan Eberle. I think that's the only option right now. All right, Nikolai Ehlers. You also got Jonathan Drouin. He had 37 points. What did Ehlers have? 45 points. Got at least that ability and probably more. How about Kyle Palmieri? -3, a 2-way forward. He's making 1.5. He knows about an 81 overall. Play left wing or right wing. Seeing what it takes to get both of them. A first, second, Brunet, Sasha, Vilchinski, Letourneau, Glass, and a second. For Ehlers and Palmieri. The only thing is, if Ehlers isn't good, we got him for 4 years. Palmieri, we at least only got him for 1. Let's go ahead and let's accept it. Let's roll it. Second and Cody Glass for Ehlers. And now we got to figure out how good he is. With that being said, take a look at what we got for right D. Oh, it was Bobrovsky versus Golov. So we got Bobrovsky out there. So that's what the D is going to look like. We still need a 7th defenseman. He's going to be in the AHL. We need a 7th defenseman because we're not going to have Bodemine be the 7th defenseman. So we need a 7th defenseman still. Somebody that's preferably higher or, you know, around an 80 overall. Got everybody in the AHL all set. Hopefully Maverick Bork signs. All right, so sign free agents. Our 2 guys that we have RFA contracts out on. Maverick Bork. We're gonna give it a few days before we offer, because now it's just filling out the bottom. All right, looking at the trades for you get a trade offer for Shen for Dingle and Brunet. We're not interested in that. Imagine if we get a good trade offer like the guys we were looking for. Casey Middlestat wants 10.375 for 2 years. I'm happy that we got Ehlers. Just to say that. I don't know if he's going to get that much. A 4th and a 5th, and then they want Brunet. We're not interested in sending him away. We got Roy, a 3rd and a 3rd for Chabarov, and a 2nd and a 3rd. Not interested in that. Ovechkin is still out there. The GOAT. Just for the memes, it would be funny to get Ovechkin, but we got Mitten, Zacha, and Patras on that second line. As long as Patras signs, we could get Ovechkin if Patras doesn't sign. Brunet, a 3rd and a 6th for 2 thirds. Well, a 3rd and a 4th, I think it was. A 3rd and 7th for Rogowski and Brzgalov. We're not going to take that. I think this team's ready to compete. Ovechkin goes. I wonder where he went. Kokinen for Brunet and Dingle. I'm going to deny that. We got to actually see. I just reminded me. We got to see what we're going to do at goalie. What's out there? Varlamov. Fleury is a 83 overall. That's not bad. Vanacek, who's not bad. Riddick, 6'4". He had a 922. Varlamov had a 917. He only wants 2.1 million. 39 years old though. There's also the fear that he regresses hard. So who do we go for? Riddick's the youngest option with a 922 and 241. He had a 917. He was better. Offer Riddick 2-year contract, 800K. Bring him aboard. Any bottom 6 forwards that we want to offer while we're here? Kuznetsov, we're still waiting to hear on. Got Holmberg, 28-year-old, 2-way forward, could play left wing. How much does he want? He wants 1.5 million. We also got Edstrom, Adam Edstrom, who's a power forward left winger. Pure left winger. UFA. 6'7". Absolutely. Let's bring him aboard. Wants 850. Absolutely. So we got Edstrom, who would potentially take that left wing spot in the NHL, not the top. Actually, let's edit that while we're here. All right, so we still need to figure out who's going to play right wing for us. Looking for a right shot. I could play right wing. Riley Smith is a left shot. Clark, but we don't know if he's going to fit. Nosen, the grinder. Lofson. How about Connor Brown? Connor Brown would be interesting. Let's do Connor Brown. Do Connor Brown. I like that. What does he want? 1.3. Maybe not at that price. Let's see if he comes down on this price. We're gonna offer him. We might as well go a little bit higher. See if we can get somebody a little more decent. Chaffee, who's a grinder. Got Mantha. Any other right-handed shots out here? Probably not. Give it a few more days before we keep offering. Kokinen, we don't need him anymore. We just signed Riddick. A 3rd and Brunet. I love how we're giving up the better pick in that. Brunet for 2 thirds, a 3rd, Brunet, and a 5th for 2 thirds. No, we're good. Could also have Brunet be that 7th defenseman. 3rd, Dingle and Brunet for Kokinen. Still got Bork out there. I think we actually did sign Patras. I was saying we needed to still sign him, but we did sign him. You got Brendan Brisson, 2-way forward, left-handed shot. We already got a left-handed shot for the 4th line. Kuznetsov, we're still waiting to hear back on. Got Michael Isamont, who is a free agent. Matthew Joseph. Want a right-handed shot. Robbins. Robbins is interesting. We'll give it a couple more days. Third and fifth for Sedin. 2/3 for Brunet, a third and a fifth. All right, let's see while we're here if some of these guys have come down. We got Nolan Foot out there for extra forward. Got Nosen, who we know is going to be a good bottom six guy. Clark is interesting because he had 72 games played. Was that the AHL? Yeah, it was. It says 82 overall, but it doesn't look like it's going to be 82 overall. Yeah, Evan Rodriguez. What else we got out there? Oh, that's right. We did add a right wing. We did already add a right wing. Got Gauthier, who we know. Rempe, another 6'7" guy, kind of a bully. Got Bastian, another big forward. Got Aston Reese. Nard. Eric Robinson. How about Thomas? Akil Thomas, right-handed. Could be a fourth line. Seventh forward. Let's see. He wants 2 years for $800K. I'll bring him in. Okay, perfect. So let's take a look at the team. So forwards in the NHL, we got Ehlers, Lindholm, and Pasternak for the first line. We got Mitten, Zaka, and Patras for the second line. We got Kuznetsov, Letourneau, and Bork for that third line. We got Edstrom, Beecher, and Palmieri for that fourth line. That's who it was. It was Kyle Palmieri. Then we just added Thomas for a 13th forward. We also got Yankrook, who's somebody that could play up as well. But right now we have him in the AHL, but we could sign somebody and have a couple people that are better or younger kind of be in that position. Defensively, Vilchinski is going to be there. We don't have Sosi no more. That 7th defenseman, we're still wondering who that's going to be. So we got to make sure we get that. It could be Brunet, though. It could be. But he's 23 and still has time to develop even a little bit further. So let's see what we could get for that 7th defenseman. Honestly, it doesn't have to be something specific. It could be anybody, just as long as they're not too expensive. The Kyle Masters, Damian Hunt, got Soderstrom, Brian Bjorkfoot. Let's go with Hunt, Damian Hunt, or actually Kyle Masters. I think he's a RFA though. No, he's a UFA. Top 4D, right-handed. Go with Masters. Even if he's not ready, we could at least bring him in. So Kyle Masters we bring in. How many contracts? We got 45. Let's bring in Hunt just in case as well. All right, so we brought in 2 defensemen. Still need a couple forwards. Give it a couple more days. See what happens with Kuznetsov and Maverick Bork. Brunet in a third. We're not interested. Dingle Brunet a 4th and a 5th. Not interested. Go to the calendar sim. See if we can go a little further. See what happens. Gonna decline that. Definitely not worth it. 4th and the 7th. No, thank you. 4th and the 7th. No, thank you. 4th and the 5th. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not gonna take that trade either. Or that. Or that. Let's see if we could trade for... I know we just got Ehlers, but let's see if we could make those trades that we wanted to. Zegras, nothing. Could also have something else out there. Get Janot. Janot. He would be interesting at that bottom 6. Ella Bertuzzi. Korpchenko. Stelik would come home. Still can't get Niskanen. Oh, Miles Wood. Miles Wood a 3rd. Bogowski and Dingle. Yermison and Lamb. A 3rd Bogowski and Dingle. So those are the only 2 trades. How about the actual block? Just 1 trade. Bogowski, Dingle, and a 3rd. Nah, we don't need him. Anybody else we want to offer while we're here? All right, there were no trades out there. Let's go sign free agents. Let's see what the price is for Bork. 1 year, 3.425. We could bring him back, and Kustendinov for 3.55. So let's actually bring those both back for that price point. I think that's a good price point, and we're not paying anybody anyway. So bring him back. Bring back Kustendinov as well. So we at least know our lines are whole. Are we gonna bring in Nolan Foote? Probably not. I think after those 2 will be good. But let's sim to the next month. Alright, Kustendinov is back. What do you mean? Alright, we'll wait until next month and then we'll offer you again. Actually, we'll wait until... No, we'll offer him again. I don't know why he didn't just sign. Just weird. Oh, we'll give him a little bit more time before we offer him. We'll go to the calendar. We'll sim to next month. Actually, we can't. We're close to preseason. Alright, season tickets drive ended. We sold 92%, 96, 95, and 95. Not bad, not bad. Definitely not where we want to be, but could be worse. Alright, let's see what Bort wants. How much do we have to go up for him to be interested? Okay. I mean, let's just do it at this point, just to get him in. Got Crookshank here. Got any young guys? 26. Anybody that's young. See if we could bring them in. See if they develop a little bit more. We got a 24-year-old in Robertson. Left winger. And in the NHL. I think I spelled his name wrong, but that's fine. In the NHL, we got Milne, Walensky, and Poulin. We could do Robertson, who's a little younger, and a sniper as well. Offer him. Okay, perfect. So we got him. Anybody else we want to offer? Another 24-year-old defenseman. Anybody even younger than that? 23. He is 75 overall. two-way forward. Let's bring him in. And I don't think there's anybody else we're going to offer here. Okay, yeah, that's it for offers. So let's go ahead and sim to next season. Maverick Bork accepts the offer. So we added some funds, which is good. Let's view the owner goals. Actually, we'll wait to view them. We'll get the owner goals when we get to the regular season, before we even start the regular season. So let's set our captains going into the season. We got Elias Lindholm, Pasternak, who's the captain, and McAvoy. That's perfect. Edit lines, that's going to fall to our coach. So this is how our coach is going to have it. We're not going to touch it. You got Edstrom, Minton, and Letourneau. You got Beecher, Patras, and Kuznetsov, Palmieri, Zaka, and Bork. We're obviously going to talk to him about those lines when we get to the season.